Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Spotke. I wanted to give you a bit of a lecture and go over the places chart, which is a free writing exercise that you might find useful for working with in other courses. Um, I used it once when I was working on a very big project. I got a bit of a brain fart, a bit of writer's block. And so I found myself, hey, why not sit down and create a chart to kind of organize my ideas. So I introduced this to you in hopes that it helps to expand your ideas. Let's see. Okay, so first up to this point, let's see what you've done. We brainstormed. Remember, I made you have a list of places that you might write about. And then I had you write a free write on a place where you can go when you need time to think without being interrupted by anyone. You're actually going to be writing a narrative paragraph that is based on that free write, in fact. So there'll be a third exercise to go with this, and we'll peer review that next class. And then this moments in time chart will be your next exercise. So let's see, these are all just different exercises, ways for you to think more deeply about the places that have meaning for us. So instead of just, again, sitting down and writing about a place, thinking in terms of what values that we place in a place and why places are important to us. So this next exercise is called a moments in time chart. So think about the values that we hold in a place, maybe a sense of peace, freedom, security, ownership, or maybe family, independence, or creativity, as you get to decorate your own space kind of thing. These might be tenets of our important place, your important place, my important place. Often we feel a feeling of home, but unfortunately, we don't always feel at home where we live. So there can be a bit of a dissonance between what we value as home and where we're stuck living. So I use it as an example, my own personal experience. So years ago, back in 97 or so, it's 98, anyway, I woke up in the middle of the night and heard a noise in my bed, and I was in my bedroom. I heard a noise in the kitchen, and so I woke up my then husband, told him I think somebody's in the house. He looked out, came into the kitchen, came back, and had me call 911. So, I still value safety, but these memories are not necessarily positive. Okay, I've also had bullets shot through my house. Apparently when you aim a gun like this, the bullets bounce and ricochet. And so I had bullets enter my garage. Some got lodged in my car. Others entered into the house itself, past the garage into the laundry room. Again, these are quite different memories. They're negative, but the value is still, I still value safety. So a moment in time is useful for digging deeper into your topic, pulling out specific moments from your past, examining these values, the experiences that are represented by the values, the ways we learn values from people and from readings and from religion and all sorts of influences teaching us values. And then the difficulties that may be present in these experiences or lack of difficulties if you have harmony in your place. So we're going to use these specific moments in time from this chart as specific proof in your essay. So I want to walk you through each part of this chart. Okay, I wanted to share this chart. This is a template that I have listed in with your exercise. You'll see 4 different columns: moments in time, values present or missing, cultural sources of the values, and then dissonance. Now, usually I have I start off with moments in time, but I'm going to try to shake things up a little bit with this. I think we can think of a better way. So before you start your chart, I want you to just tell me what it is that your topic is. I can't recall perhaps, or you may have changed your mind, or from when we did the list. All right, so just let me know what place you are writing on. And remember to narrow your place down. You don't want to have it too wide. You want your place to be not a state, but a city, but even better, a part of a city, or even better, a single house in a city. Yeah, one of my best essays was written about a bathroom. Yeah, and he wrote his entire essay and presented on his bathroom. So yeah, narrow down your topic. So right at the top, tell me what your place is. And then for step 2, we're going to work on the values. I want you to think about what values you place in in any place. So maybe it's, again, ownership, maybe it's creativity, maybe it's independence, maybe it's family. So I gave you a link to values if you need some help. I gave you lots of examples of different values in the beginning of this lecture. So go ahead and just list one down for each of these 4 spots. You can certainly add more values after you add your moments in time, but just type in, maybe you have a sense of home. Maybe I'm going to put safety because there was that just great example right there. Maybe I'll put ownership, because I do have a tendency to enjoy, and independence. Okay, so say these are my tenets of my place. Now I want to go back and I want to, for the next step, include my moments in time. Now I want you to be specific, okay? A lot of times I'll see students write Christmas at grandma's. Well, okay, Christmas is at grandma's. That's multiple moments in time. One, just choose one. So, in fact, I say you could do an entire essay focusing on different Christmases at grandma's. And maybe those have changed over time. Maybe they've lost their sense of wonder that you had when you were a child, and now it's a different feeling as you now see your own children growing up. So now it's a sense of pride. So you've evolved through Christmases at grandma's. Something like that is possible. So I'm thinking of the value of home. And so I would want to write a specific memory that exudes this idea, exemplifies this idea of home. Safety, I just love that example that I keep using about being on the phone with 911 while there were, multiple people in my house. They caught them, by the way. So yeah, right down the street as they were leaving with their lights off at like 5 o'clock in the morning in the dark. If that doesn't scream, hey, pull me over. Anyway, so yes, okay. So put your moments in time. Now, as you go through, if you find more values to add to it, so maybe I'm putting safety, but then I also want, oh gosh, I don't even know for that one. Okay, so maybe ownership, maybe independence goes in here too. Whatever example I use as ownership, I find, oh, independence is in there too. Great, okay. Maybe independence is here, and also creativity, because I get to decorate my own space and so have that feeling of creativity. So as you go through offering your moments in time, go ahead and add to your values list if you'd like. These values, in fact, could end up being each of your paragraphs. You could focus a paragraph on home, focus a paragraph on safety, focus a paragraph on ownership, focus a paragraph on independence, and that would really make for a well-organized essay. All right, our next step. is thinking about where we learned our values, because we don't come out of the womb or C-section with values in place, right? We don't sense that we want to be independent right from the get-go. Although I was pretty young when I learned to be independent. So you want to think about, where did you learn to want these values? Where did you learn these values? So think about our families are our first instruction in values. Our families teach us values. Then we go to school. We learn from teachers. We learn from our classmates. We might learn from our classmates' families. We start reading. So it might be books. We watch TV. We watch movies. We listen to the radio. We see things happening in our communities. These are the places where we learn our values. Religion, if you have a religious tome of some sort, Bible, Torah, what have you, you might learn your values from there as well. So think about, okay, so I would look at home. Where did I learn that I valued home? Probably from my own family and from my grandparents, my extended family, my immediate family. We had a very large extended family, and we would get together for summers in Maine every year. So family and home, big in my family. Now dissonance, you might end up writing no dissonance. If you are writing a positive essay on a wonderful place and the values are there, the moments in time are there, you learn these values, everything's wonderful, then no dissonance, and that's fine. Just make sure to write no dissonance. However, if we go back to my example about the burglary and my desire for safety, well, in fact, I didn't feel safe. I felt extreme fear in the moment of the break-in. I also suffered PTSD. Years later, restitution checks started coming in, and it triggered me. And so I started to feel that fear come back. And so I had to go to therapy. And so it didn't help my already present anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder that I suffer. It added to it. Yay. I'm actually getting a little breathy just talking about it, as I want to do when I start talking about it again. But so this is the dissonance. Okay, I did not feel safe in that moment. Okay. Therapy. Found some great coping skills, but that aside. Okay, so so this is it. What I want to see a full chart. Do your best. I can comment on this and give you guidance, give you suggestions, but I want to see you try. So try for at least 3 values, a nice balanced essay. You think your 5-paragraph essay. Now you might end up doing more than 5 paragraphs, so 4 body paragraphs, or you might end up focusing on just 2 and doing a 4-paragraph essay. So, but let's have a nice full chart, at least 3 moments in time. I added 4 here. If you want to add a 5th one, you can certainly do that as well. But this is all up to you. There's an example for you to use as well. And I guess that should keep you busy putting together your chart. I hope this video helped. And let me know if you run into any troubles. But again, try, and I'll definitely comment on what you have. Okay, I guess that's it for now. And I wish you luck with this. All right. Thanks.